At 3 a.m. on a beach in California, something comes out of the ocean. Not sharks, not seals, something worse. Locals say if you stay on Point Reyes Beach after 2:30 a.m., the creatures can smell your blood from over a mile away. Once they find you, they don't stop feeding until your body shuts down. Point Reyes looks beautiful during the day. Families walk near the cliffs while tourists take sunset photos beside the Pacific Ocean. Rangers warn people not to stay near the water after dark. Most visitors think the warnings are about rip currents, but locals know there's another reason. Since the early 1990s, several missing persons cases near Point Reyes shared the same detail. 2 perfect circular wounds around the ankles, clean, symmetrical, almost surgical. Fishermen started calling the creatures responsible night crawlers. The legend grew after the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake. Offshore surveys later discovered deep ocean trenches near Marin County. Rumors from marine researchers claimed something was living down there. Blind eel-like creatures with transparent skin and circular mouths lined with teeth. But the terrifying part was how they hunted. Locals claim the creatures crawl onto the beach shortly after 3 a.m. They move silently across the sand while campers sleep near the shoreline. Victims wake up dizzy, weak, and confused. Some never wake up at all. One camper claimed he woke around 4 a.m., feeling pressure around his ankles. He thought seaweed had wrapped around his legs. Then he saw pale shapes dragging themselves back toward the ocean. By sunrise, doctors said he had lost a dangerous amount of blood. The most famous case happened in 2017, when a 22-year-old camper named Tyler Kowalski disappeared near Limantour Beach during a meteor shower. His tent remained untouched. His wallet and food were still inside. But Tyler himself was gone. The strangest detail. His socks were folded neatly inside the tent, but his boots were missing. There were no footprints or signs of struggle, just smooth sand. According to rumors, thermal cameras later captured dozens of small heat signatures moving together across the beach shortly after 3 a.m. The footage was allegedly classified. One ranger who saw the recording transferred weeks later. Before leaving, he allegedly told another employee, one sentence, "They hunt together." After that, campers reported hearing wet dragging sounds outside their tents. Photographers claimed they saw pale figures near the shoreline before dawn. Fishermen refused to take boats offshore after midnight. Then came the 2022 incident. A tourist from Texas ignored warning signs and stayed overnight on Drake's Beach with his girlfriend to watch a meteor shower. Around 4 a.m., she woke up and found the hammock empty. His shoes remained beneath it. Search teams discovered him nearly a mile away, suffering from severe blood loss. On both ankles were the same circular wounds found in earlier cases. The victim later claimed he remembered hearing wet crawling sounds before blacking out. No attack, no screaming, just darkness. That's what terrifies people most about the night crawlers. According to the legend, the creatures inject a sedative while feeding. Victims stay asleep while the creatures drain their blood before returning to the ocean. By sunrise, the tide erases almost all evidence. Marine biologists dismiss the stories, but they admit the Pacific Ocean remains largely unexplored, meaning nobody can completely prove the legend wrong. Today, tourists still visit Point Reyes every summer. Families still walk the beaches. Photographers still chase sunsets along the cliffs. But locals still follow the same rules. Leave before 2:30 a.m. Never sleep near the tide line. Never leave your feet exposed. Because according to them, silence means the night crawlers are nearby. No waves, no birds, no wind. Just the sound of something dragging itself slowly across the sand towards you. Maybe the story is fake, or maybe something really did crawl out of those trenches after the earthquake in 1989. Something hungry, something patient, Something that learned humans are easy prey while sleeping. The scariest part? Nobody can fully prove it isn't real. The trenches still exist. People still disappear. More tourists ignore the warnings every year. So if you ever visit Point Reyes Beach, enjoy the cliffs and sunsets. Take the pictures, watch the ocean. But once midnight passes, leave. Because after 3 a.m., the beach may not belong to people anymore. And if you ever hear wet dragging sounds behind you in the dark, don't turn around, run. Comment if you would stay one night alone on Point Reyes Beach after 3 a.m. And if you have a real scary experience, share it below. Your story could appear in the next episode. Tomorrow's story drops at 8 p.m. and trust me, the next one is worse.